5 ARCS hacks for transaction matching reconciliations. Today we will be going over data sources, importing transactions, match set rules, easier auditing, and complete automation. The transaction matching design begins with creating match types. Match types determine how transaction data is paired between a source system and a subsystem. There are many point-of-sale systems out there with their own file formatting specifications. Companies that use a data warehouse can leverage SQL queries to extract data into transaction files for pre-mapped transactions matching. A properly designed SQL query can extract transaction data from a system to be formatted for direct import into ARCS. Modifying the SQL query to include the above 3 additional columns for subsystem and 2 additional columns for source system is all you need to import pre-mapped transactions into ARCS from any database. In ARCS, you can import up to 1 million transactions from a flat file from your source system or database. Assure that the load files are formatted correctly to avoid important errors. There should be no null values on required attributes such as balancing attributes and attributes used in match set rules. A good rule to remember is to make all non-essential attributes text data types. If the attributes are not used in match rules, declaring those attributes as text data types will minimize the need to troubleshoot important errors. Match set rules are used to reconcile source and sub-transactions by leveraging auto-match. Match rules determine how matches are made. Rules can be configured for tolerance ranges on dates and amounts, and adjustments can be automatic when variances exist. By naming the match set rules with a standard naming convention, we can determine which rules are matching the most transactions in matching. Make visual audits and reviews easier by creating lists in the matching section of ARCS. By default, Oracle displays columns for matches and unmatched transactions in a random fashion. Click View, select columns, and arrange the columns for source and subsystems using a standard order. Good practice would be to order the columns by accounting date, balancing attribute, and match set rule attributes. A properly designed transaction matching workflow can be optimized with automation. Transaction files can be scheduled to be extracted and sent to a shared SFTP folder. From the folder, EPM Automate can identify which files to import into the appropriate source and subsystem. After importing transaction files into ARCS, EPM Automate can execute AutoMatch, create a reconciliation status report, and notify the ARCS administrator of process completion. Top Fortune 500 companies are automating their EPM cloud designs for a variety of benefits. Don't forget to join us for our Open Mic series. Every Wednesday and Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, we answer your questions on cloud computing.